Okay, what's good, everyone? It's Nigel here, Trinidad Empowerment Network. So the Prime Minister's latest crime solution, latest crime solution appears to be panic buttons. It's not police reform. Certainly not that. It's not addressing poverty. It's not creating real opportunities for at-risk youth. No, it's panic button. Yes, a panic button. And I'm not here to criticize panic button. Of course, panic button does have a place in society depending on how bad that society is. And clearly ours isn't doing too well. So I want to be honest and almost transparent when I say a panic button isn't harmful. Of course it isn't harmful. And most people would agree, yes, that's a good idea. But is it ultimately going to fix the issues we face in Trinidad and Tobago? Is scaring someone off, is scaring off an attacker going to fix the root causes of crime? So today I'm asking you, why aren't we asking why people need a panic button in the first place? That is a real question that needs to be addressed. It's all well and good suggesting these things. That sounds good. It's sound bites. Sound bites. It sounds good. No pun intended. This is reactionary, by the way. You press it when danger is already at your door. By then it's usually too late, but you press it when danger is already at your door. And in Trinidad, where police resources are already stretched thin, are we pretending pressing that button will instantly summon help? Or will it just make noise while you hope the neighbors hear or someone hears, and that subsequently tells the criminal that you should run away? There's a panic button. I don't know. I mean, listen, it's reactionary. It's reactionary. The crime is already happening when you're pressing that panic button. I'm not saying panic buttons are bad. I'm saying it's not a solution to the issues we face. So this is what I mean when I say we are stuck on stupid. And I don't mean to sound negative, but this is what we are. We're stuck on stupid. We jump from one gimmick to another. Stand your ground laws, facial recognition, and now the latest one, panic buttons. And we call this crime policy. We call this solutions to crime. It's ridiculous. It's a soundbite. It sounds great. Meanwhile, the root causes of crime, which, as we know, poverty, inequality, a lack of education, unemployment, they all remain completely untouched and unspoken about. When the real cause is going to be addressed? When is it going to be spoken about? And I know I sound like a stock record talking about the same thing all the time. But we have to keep talking about it until someone listens. So I want to show you something today. Really interesting. I want to show you what really works. Now, I want you to look at this video, right, of this person that's leading America. I don't even want to refer to him as a human being. I find him so repugnant. But this is the leader of America, the president of America. And here he is criticizing the mayor of Baltimore. Here he is criticizing the mayor of Baltimore for the great work he has been doing to reduce crime in that part of the United States. Here it is.
You look at Chicago, how bad it is. You look at Los Angeles, how bad it is. Baltimore and Oakland, we don't even mention that anymore. They're so far gone.
The reality is that DC's violent crime is at a 30-year low. I think it's very notable that each and every one of the cities called out by the president has a black mayor. My city in Baltimore, we have the fewest amount of homicides through this date on record. That's 50 years, a 50-year low. Maybe we are too far gone from the broken right-wing policies of zero tolerance policing and all the things that did not make our city safer for all those many years. We know that having the military there is not the way to do it. The way to drive down violence in cities has been proving. Mayors across the country have brought together law enforcement, the legal community, the actual community through community violence intervention work to reduce violence across this country and cities to lows that we have not seen in decades. The president could learn a lot from us instead of throwing things at us.
So that's Donald Trump mocking the mayor of Baltimore. And you heard the mayor of Baltimore responding quite rightly to the things that he has put in place that has reduced crime in that part of America. And instead of criticizing, the moron that leads that country should be on board. But here's a reality. Trump won't tell you. Trump would not tell you under Mayor Brandon Scott that Baltimore has seen one of the most significant drops in homicides in the country. One of the most significant drops in homicides in the country. And it wasn't because of panic buttons or political gimmicks or facial recognition or stand your ground. It was because they treated violence like a public health issue, like a public health crisis. And they attacked the root causes. And this is something we talk about all the time here on Trinidad Empowerment Network. I'm going to talk about it till I'm blue in the face, if that's even possible. I don't care how boring it is. We have to keep talking about it. We have to keep talking about this. So here's what they did. Here is what the mayor of Baltimore did. And here is what we could do right here in Trinidad and Tobago to replicate exactly how they treated this, the stain of crime and violence. They treated violence as a public health crisis. First thing, they brought health, education, and social services into the fight. Not just more police, not just more gimmicks, not just nonsense like stand your ground. Number two, they adopt focus deterrence. They targeted small group most likely to commit or be the victims of violence. And they offered real support. It's quite simple, really. Things like jobs and mentorship, counseling, mental health program, alongside, real things that works, essentially, is what they did. Number three, they invested in youngsters, like after-school programs, sports programs, summer jobs, safe spaces for people to go to. Number four, they partnered with trusted community leaders, churches, NGOs, grassroots activities, and they led outreach and conflict programs and conflict mediation. These are some of the things they did to five. Number five, they used precise data. So maps where violence is concentrated, and they hit those areas with targeted intervention. They used the data to target where crime was most being committed. And it was all data-driven. Number six, they were transparent. They kept the public informed to build trust and legitimacy. They kept everyone informed to build trust and legitimacy of exactly what they were doing. Baltimore, the result, Baltimore's homicide rate dropped significantly because they built a system that prevents crime before it happens. Trinidad could do the same tomorrow. We could do exactly the same tomorrow. We have the ministries, we have the NGOs, we have the community leaders. What we do not have is the leadership. What we do not have is the leadership willing to move beyond gimmicks. Gimmicks. So yes, a panic button might do no harm. Of course, a panic button might do no harm. But a panic button is not going to save us. Only a revolution of ideas will. That's my take. I'll see you guys on my next video. For now, much love. God bless. Take care. Peace.